One night in Hotel California, no AC and a fan blowing on us. I had to check out.
Oh, one? Because it's spaghetti.
Walk around, count the astronauts, but seems to be more or less okay because like all the fountains, they're everywhere. Big ones, nice ones, small ones. And this fountain, I remember when they were building it was like 10 years ago, and it's a special one. On some days, they stop the water from here from the small pot, and the ground, they have a metallic part, they open it, they put there a bottle of wine, and they connect to a special pipe to this fountain. So basically, instead of water, you get some wine out of the fountain. Well, story, but we have to do it. So if you're skeptical, you can go first. Hopefully, I was the brave one. No? Okay, I go first. Follow me. Okay, brave lady. It's always good. Questions, whatever, you can just write email or WhatsApp message. Woman, Münster means monastery. So this place was a nunnery. That's why you can see all these paintings of the ghost around us. Imagine, 9th century, here was a forest. No one was living here, but close by there was a castle, and these ghosts, that they did it up, they were living there, close by, in a castle with their family, and once they decided to go to the forest for a walk, and they got lost. And you can see here on their faces, the ghosts look quite scared. And then a miracle happened because these two ghosts, they saw a deer. And the horn of this deer was lightening like a lamp. So the almost pointed, if we went for some special one, it's actually connected here to religion. Because Switzerland was a Catholic country till 16th century. Then there was Reformation going on, there was like Lutheran Germany, Calvin in France. Here we had a local priest called Zwingli. So nowadays one part of Switzerland is more Catholic, one part is more Protestant. And Zurich, it's a very Protestant city. All these churches that are going to see today, they were built as Catholic ones and then turned into Protestant ones. And usually Protestant churches look very simple inside. So no gold, no big decorations. And this arch was actually a test. Because that time women, they like to dress nicely, big dresses, big skirts like this. And it is said if a woman with a big dress could pass through this arch, then she was allowed to go inside this church. It's a simple, a Protestant church. But if your dress was too big and she got starved, it meant, you know, this church is not for you. So I'll dress properly, I'll go to a different place. Not sure how much true the story is, but we always say it brings good luck. And he was making his famous speech from the balcony up there. And this was the time after World War II, and like the whole Europe was like in depression. And his speech was called Europe Arise. And this very speech and this very date, it's considered to be the start of European Union. We can go now. Over there, these were the guys who were doing textile. And in German, trade guild is called Zug. If you see the word Zug, so that's well, the oldest, usually the most beautiful buildings. like, oh, I didn't know the time, trust me, it's not a good excuse at all. So here you have to be more creative and think about something else. And then if you look up, it's 5, that's why we left. So they don't have this nice excuse anymore. 4 is clearly 4, 5 is clearly 5, 6, I mean, we left.
Walking tour.
When you see the word Gasse, Gasse means alley. Strasse, street, Gasse, alley. And this small one, it's famous first of all because of all these flags around us. I don't know how many pictures you have seen on Facebook, Instagram, like everywhere. So Swiss flag, look at it. It's a square flag. It's not rectangular, how you know it. So, square flag. It's really not square. Did I get it? Years ago, no cobblestones. When it was raining or snowing, very dirty, like so like all this mud. So you had to scratch your sole like this over this metallic part. I can show to you. So you had to scratch it like this. Then it's clean, and you can walk inside the building. By the way, it's still functioning. If you come here in winter, and if it snows here, then and some water to drink many centuries ago, so you should appreciate more what you have nowadays. Tap water, fountain water. Now they cleaned it because usually there are a lot of coins down there. A couple of years ago, they even found some credit cards, already expired, so couldn't make any use of them. But sometimes, yeah, sunglasses, mobile phones. So it's in medieval Zurich. When we had this protection wall around the city, the main entrance, it was at the end of the street, just behind the crane. So everyone who wanted to enter Zurich, they had to take this street. That's why it's so bright, it's so straight, and people used it in order to exercise their horses. So they could go with a horse up and down. That's why the name, it's called Rennweg, which means a running way. Renovated, of course, many times, but still built back then. And at that time, streets, they didn't have any names. Houses, they didn't have any numbers. Every building had a unique name. This one was called Müllrad, which means slowly became the name of the building. And because not everyone could read very well, that's why we have if you're wondering where the bells are ringing, this very church, this very bell is ringing from 1,200 years ago. Here came the Romans. Romans, they were everywhere. They also came here because this was the highest point, like good place where they could build here a small fortification system. The original one, if you want to see, you have to go to the National Swiss Museum. Then you will see the stone from 1,000 and it was called Turicum. Turicum from Latin means a city surrounded by a wall. And it was the time, the pronunciation of the word Turicum, it was changing, and it got Zurich, how we call the city nowadays. So Zurich comes from the Roman Zurich. And you still like this name very much if you want to name a company, but you see, oh, Zurich is already taken. You can call it like Zurich Consulting, Zurich Lawyers. So we have a lot of Zurich staffing companies here. We have 15th, 16th, 17th centuries, but this area has a very different character. A lot of small narrow streets where you can walk around, a lot of small still family-run shops, okay, big names of course as well, but still family-run shops are based here. It's much more residential, people only live on this side. It's called Grossmünster. Gross means big, Münster means monastery. So here we had a big monastery for men. Women were there in Fraumünster. Men were here in Grossmünster. Between them, the river Limot, and the same no Greek.
Hotel Old Town, our second hotel in Zurich, with an air conditioner.